Hello students, today we will continue with body fluids and circulation, and in this chapter today we will continue with blood groups. Though blood of human beings appear to be similar, but it differ in certain aspects. Various types of grouping of blood has been done. Two such groupings, ABO and ARH, are widely used all over the world. Students, as you know, blood of different human beings that appear similar as it is of red color, but if we see, there are certain aspects where the blood of different human beings differ. And two types of blood grouping, one is ABO blood grouping and second is RH blood grouping. Two types of blood grouping have been done which are widely used throughout the world to differentiate the blood of one human being to the other. Now students, first we will study about ABO blood grouping. The ABO blood grouping is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens on RBCs, namely A and B. Students, there are two surface antigens, two different type of antigens. One is called A antigen and second is called B antigen. So the person carrying antigen A over the surface of its RBCs is said to have the blood group A, whereas the person having the B antigen over the surface of its RBCs is called to have the B blood group. And the person which doesn't have neither the A antigen nor the B antigen is called to have the O blood group. So students, there are two surface antigens A and B on the surface of RBCs. And what are these antigens? Antigens are the chemicals which can induce immune response. And students, as you know, antigens are any substances, any particles which can stimulate the immune response of the body, which can stimulate our defense system to produce the antibodies, is called antigen. So there are two antigens A and B on the surface of RBCs. And just 1 minute student. Depending upon the distribution of antigens and antibodies, there are four groups of A, B, AB and O. And students, depending upon these antigens, there are four blood groups: A, B, and a person which carries both the surface antigens A and B is called AB blood group, and a person with neither the A antigen nor the B antigen over the surface of its RBCs is said to have O group. Now I have used a term antibody here. Now this I will explain in third point. Similarly, the plasma of different individuals contain two natural bodies, proteins produced in response to antigens. What are the antibodies? Antibodies are the proteins which are produced in response to antigens. Means they are produced by our defense system to kill these antigens, to damage these antigens containing cells. Just like the presence of A and B antigens over the surface of RBCs, in our blood there are antibodies. And if a person carries B antigen, his blood will carry anti-A antibodies, means antibodies against the A antigen. For example, if a person is of blood group B, then his RBCs will have B antigen over its surface, but his blood will carry antibodies against the A antigen, because the blood is recognizing, the body immune system is recognizing the B antigens as self, but they will recognize A antigen as non-self, and they will form antibodies against non-self, and non-self is A antigen. So the blood of that person will carry antibodies against A antigen, and which are called anti-A antibodies. Anti-A antibodies means antibodies against A antigen. Now students, you probably know that during blood transfusion, any blood cannot be used. The blood of a donor has to be carefully matched with the blood of the recipient before any blood transfusion to avoid severe problems of clumping, means destruction of RBCs. The donor's compatibility is also shown in this table. Now students, I will again explain. If a person is having A blood group, his RBCs will carry A antigen, but his blood will carry antibodies against B antigen, which are called anti-B. Similarly, if a person carries B group, his RBCs will carry B antigen, but blood will carry antibodies against A antigen, which are called anti-A. And if a person is of blood group AB, means both antigen are present over RBCs A and B, then no antibody will be present in his blood, because both antigens will be recognized as self. None of A or none of B, none of A or B antigen will be recognized as non-self, and so the blood of the person having blood group AB will not form any antibodies, so no antibody will be present in the blood of person having AB blood group. But as the person having the blood group O doesn't have any antigen, neither the A antigen nor the B antigen, so his blood will carry antibodies against both the antigens A and B. Now students, who can donate the blood to other? If we see about the donor, because we have to match the blood before transfusion, if a patient is required of a blood, he can be given blood only after proper matching of the blood with that person. Now if you see, if a person is having blood group A, the antigen is A, means he can get blood from the persons who carries the A antigen only, means he will carry, he can take the blood from A blood group persons and O blood group persons. A blood group persons because they have the A antigen similar to A, and O blood group persons, they don't have the antigen. When they don't have the antigen, the blood of A will not form antibodies against it to destruct the RBCs. So A blood group person can accept the blood of A and O group. So if you will see from this table, O blood group persons can donate blood to every person, so they are said to be universal donor. And why can they donate blood to every person? Because they do not have any antigen, and when they do not have any antigen, the blood of the person accepting their blood will not form antibodies against them. So from the above mentioned table, it is evident that group O blood can be donated to persons with any other blood group, and hence O group individuals are called universal donors. And students, you are seeing the person with AB blood group can accept blood from all the four groups A, B, O and AB. So AB blood group persons are said to be universal acceptors or universal recipients. So the persons with blood group AB are called universal recipients because they can take blood from any individual with any blood group. Now this was about ABO blood grouping. Now about RH grouping. It has been found that just the matching of ABO blood grouping is not sufficient. One more antigen is to be identified and matched, and that is called RH antigen. So another antigen, RH antigen, similar to one present in the rhesus monkeys. The antigen similar to this is also present in the rhesus monkeys. So this antigen has been named RH antigen. RH is from rhesus. Is also observed on the surface of RBCs of majority of humans. 80% of the humans are RH positive because their RBCs carries this RH antigen. Rest 20% individuals are RH negative because their RBCs do not have this RH antigen. So I have marked this RH antigen by this circle. This is RH. This is the RBC of RH negative person and this is the RBC of RH positive person. Now, an RH negative person if exposed to RH positive blood. Now, what will happen if a RH negative person is exposed to the blood of RH positive person? Now, the blood of this RH negative person will form antibodies against this RH antigen. These are the RH antibodies. So again there will be mismatch and these antibodies will destroy the RBCs carrying this RH antigen. Now students, a special case of RH incompatibility has been observed between RH negative blood of a pregnant mother with RH positive blood of the fetus. Students, if you see, if husband is RH positive and mother is RH negative, I have marked these red signs for RH positive, for RH antigen, and negative signs for the absence of RH antigen means this mother is RH negative. If father is RH positive, mother is RH negative, the baby will be RH positive. Now, during the first pregnancy, as the blood of this mother is completely separated from the blood of baby by placenta. Placenta is the covering of the fetus. So no mixing of the blood of mother with the blood of the baby takes place. So both are safe. But during delivery of the first baby, some blood of baby gets mixed with the blood of the mother. Now, after this delivery, as the blood of the baby has mixed with the blood of the mother's body will start making antibodies against these RH antigen. And these are the RH antibodies, green colored RH antibodies. So they will be formed after the first delivery. And if there happens the second baby to be RH positive, then these antibodies will destroy the RBCs of the fetus, of the second fetus. So this is an example of RH incompatibility. So Rh antigens of the fetus do not get exposed to the Rh negative blood of the mother in the first pregnancy, as the two bloods are well separated by placenta. However, during the delivery of the first child, there is possibility of exposure of the maternal blood to small amounts of the Rh positive blood from the fetus. जैसे मैंने बताया आपको कि डिलीवरी के टाइम पे बेबी का जो कुछ ब्लड होता है वो मदर के ब्लड से मिक्स हो जाता है. In such cases, mother starts preparing antibodies against Rh antigen in her blood, and in response to that, mother forms the antibodies against Rh antigen. In addition to her subsequent pregnancies, in case of her subsequent pregnancies, the Rh antibodies from the mother can leak into the blood of the fetus and destroy the fetal RBCs. As I told you, during the second pregnancy, the antibodies from the mother will destroy the RBCs of the fetus, and this could be fatal to the fetus or could cause severe anemia and jaundice to the body, and this will lead to the destruction of RBCs, and destruction of RBCs will lead to anemia, and secondly, destruction of RBCs will liberate pigments bilirubin and biliverdin, and these pigments are yellowish green in color, and so the color of the body will become yellow, and the condition is called jaundice. So baby will suffer from anemia and jaundice, and this condition is called erythroblastosis fetalis. Fetalis is for the fetus, and erythro is for red blood cells, because there occurs the destruction of red blood cells, and blastosis. Erythroblasts are the precursors of erythrocytes. As erythrocytes cells gets damaged, as the red blood cells get damaged in blood, only there is presence of the erythroblasts, which are the precursors of the erythrocytes. So this condition is called erythroblastosis fetalis. This condition can be avoided by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the mother immediately after the delivery of the first child. And then how can we stop this situation? This situation can be stopped here. Means after the delivery of the first baby, if mother is injected with some proteins, with some medicines which can destroy these antibodies, which can destroy these Rh antibodies, then the baby will not suffer in the second pregnancy. So students, this was about ABO and Rh blood grouping, and if you have any doubt in this lecture, do mention in the comment section. We will answer you as much as possible, and if you want notes, you can download from the description box. Thank you.